Hey guys, this is Sammy. Um, I know I don't usually do stuff like this because, quite frankly, I hate speaking in front of a ton of people. And Roxy's somewhere behind me, somewhere sleeping. You can hear her tail now. So I just read an article today about Alabama trying to pass, or maybe they did pass, the law on prohibiting um, transgenders from participating in sports that they identify gender wise as. So, a trans male trying to play on a football team, for example, a male football team. Um, I know you guys probably don't know me, and maybe half of you will, be clicking off this within 2 seconds or less. But I feel like I should speak out a little bit about this because, as you know, I am transitioning. Um, oh, it'll take some time, of course, but I'm trying to transition. Um, so, for me, I didn't really know any about all this, being transgender and all that. I knew about being gay, being homosexual, and bisexual came a little later because I didn't know what that meant either. Me personally, I lived in a home that was very, I don't know, it was kind of like living underneath a rock. You didn't really know anything, you didn't really experience much. It just, it kind of went away. It's kind of like a prison. You don't know what's going on in the outside world. I'm not trying to compare it to a prison, but it's the only thing I can think of. But I kind of wish I knew about it when I was younger, because it would have made things a lot easier for me. Because I did feel out of place a lot of the time, and it was hard. Part of it I just thought it was because of that, and you know everybody has their own little cliques, and I'm too shy to have one. But if I would have known about transgender, I would have looked into that and been like, oh wait, this is how I feel, So, but it was hard, and I know a lot of other people probably knew ahead of time too, or maybe they didn't. But those people that knew ahead of time and knew what was how they're feeling and everything, they shouldn't be forced to be something that they're not. This is kind of like, how we treated African Americans, back in the day, and sometimes still treat them today because, we still haven't blown up our bubbles yet, or our little boxes. You want to stay in a little box being comfortable and going, oh, wait, you know, or even worse, use the Bible as kind of like your daggers to people. Now, I'm not one to read the Bible because, quite frankly, I fall asleep during it. And normally, I'd never do this. I would never talk about this. I try to be as I try to do stuff that would probably know something else, like my service dog or whatever, but never really talked with just me in the picture really. So with just me here, me as a person, I am a person, transgender, pre-transition, everything. I am still a person. I'm still from a family who loves me and supports me. Not probably not always, but enough. And the fact that people are out here saying, "Oh, these youths don't know what they're talking about," or anything like that. Do you realize that youth, for the most part, they know a lot of shit, especially if they grown up being the adult. You know, I know not a lot of people will understand what that means, but having to take care of their little sister, having to, make sure there's food on the table, when their parents get home, or, trying to save their siblings from uh, their, bad parent, or, let's say their parent works a lot, so they're never home. So the kid, the teenager, the youth has to then do from themselves what the parents should have done. Yeah, they don't go out and make money, okay? Because at a young age, well, some people do still go out and work part time as a job and everything. Some of us don't. But the thing is, God wanted us to love everybody. That much is clear, even to me. Love everybody like you love yourself. All right? Would you feel okay if someone segregated you? Would you feel okay if you didn't feel right inside because, you know, even though some people are like, oh, God doesn't fuck up. Well, I'm sorry, but he does. Okay? You may not notice it, but each of us have our own little flaws. He made us like that. He didn't make us perfect or in his spitting image. No, he made us with flaws. The reason why is because if we were all perfect, how stupid would that world be? He has to tweak us in every little way to try to get some entertainment, I feel like. And I know people are going to attack me if they're this far in the video and be like, you're bullshitting. No, because if you think about it, yeah, everyone blames the devil, you know. But what if God made us just with flaws? What if he didn't want us in his exact spitting image? He wanted people to have their own ways, own paths to choose from. He doesn't pick the paths. He may lay them out, but it's kind of like a corn maze. You have to pick the right path. And sometimes you're going to backtrack and be like, oh shit, where to go? Stuff, Same thing now. I'm seeing all this stuff about, states trying to ban youths from being able to transition into who they're supposed to be. You do realize, if you think about it this way, all right, let's say you as a person, whether you're Caucasian, African American, Asian, Korean, it doesn't matter. What if you, as a whole, as a society, and I know a lot of you guys will be able to click with this because, the United States doesn't have the best record of freaking being nice to other ethnicities. I think I said that correctly. What if you were there when Hitler was attacking Jews? Wouldn't you feel hurt and violated by that? Not being able to have a job, not be able to do anything. You just have to sit there and starve, basically, and get shot in the head at point blank range because of who you are, of what you are. Think about that for a moment. Think about when you go get a job. Okay, veterans, the army, they go and try to protect us and protect everybody else as well. They're like going against the world pretty much. And when they come home, is it really easy for them to find a job? Is it really easy for them to be able to understand, not be able to understand, but for people to be able to understand the shit that they went through? I understand that people are scared. I get it. Shit, I'm scared whenever I get thrown off a horse, I'm scared whenever gunshots go off or a car backfires and I think it's a gunshot, I may not be a vet, but we're all the same. Okay? I walk outside, I feel the sun on my face. I go to the grocery store, I get food. We all do the same thing. Okay? But this is my body. Just like with women, you all, and I can be included in that, I guess, since I haven't transitioned yet. And to me, it doesn't really matter because either way, this point comes across. Women, you guys like wearing crop tops, short shorts, and everything. And a lot of people go, "Oh, you're just asking to be raped." And I put this in quotations because it's bullshit. You should be able to wear what you want. Guys wear fucking short shorts and no shirt, and you don't see them getting raped for the most part. So to be totally honest, it's bullshit. It's your body. If you want to go out there and freaking sport a bikini top and short shorts and look sexy as hell and be like, "Oh yeah, I feel fine. I feel great." Do it. No one should tell you otherwise. No one should put you in a bubble that you don't want to be in. Because, for a matter of fact, being put in a bubble without you wanting to be in that bubble actually puts resentment in you for that person. So these youths that you're prohibiting from playing sports just because they're not biologically that gender is so fucked up. It's like swimming just being for Caucasians or whatever or Asians, and no one else can play. You know how fucked up that'd be and how hurtful everybody would be because of that. This is the same thing. The population might be smaller because I believe it's like 1% right now of people that are transitioning or have transitioned. But that doesn't mean anything. They are still a population of people. They still deserve their rights. The United States was supposed to be land of the free, but we all know it's not the land of the free. You have to freaking make money to be here, basically. But freedom of speech, freedom of choice is one thing. So why can't we be having one of it? You understand? So like Alabama right now, I think they passed the law, the bill, not the bill law, to prohibit transgender males from playing football or transgender females from playing softball on a female's team. Just because they transitioned into a different gender, a different identity, the one that they're supposed to be, doesn't mean you have the right as people that have not gone through that to judge. Okay? You know how hard it is for me to tell my family that I'm transitioning? They don't like it. One of my family members refuses to call me he and him. They said as long as I have, girl body parts, they're going to call me a her, which is really messed up. Because even though I get top surgery, they're still going to call me a her, which is, not cool. Because for me, that means you're not respecting my decision. I respect your decisions. I respect if you want to get a piercing or something. But you also need to respect my decisions. Which means if I don't want to do something, I shouldn't have to. If I want to do something, I should be able to. I'm not saying go do cocaine or go do drugs or whatever the hell, I'm saying if you feel like you are not in the right body, you should have the choice to be in the right body. All right? Whether, you're a guy and you're like, this doesn't feel right. I feel more feminine. Just something's wrong. Then you should be able to make that transition regardless of your age. Because you want to know something? Kids know if something's wrong with their body. Ask a 3-year-old. Ask them. Little kids are the most honest people in the world. And it's really fucked up that, at the age of like maybe 6, I think, is when they stop being that perfect little bundle of, actual, mommy, that's messed up. Ask your kid. Be like, hey, if you didn't feel like something was correct, would you want to change it? Make it in a way a little kid can understand. I mean, I don't have kids, I have a dog, but, still, ask them. I bet you 9 times out of 10 they're gonna be like, I would change it. If a little kid says that, why can't us adults do that? You know? You could probably see her tail wagging in the back. But why must we put people in bubbles? Why must we put them in boxes when they don't deserve to be in that box? You know, let's blow up our boxes. Let's think outside the box. You know, you see a guy that's going down the street, wearing skirts, looking pretty. Don't freaking go, ew. Go, hey, you look beautiful. Because you know what? They're being them. Alright? And being them is the best kind of them. Okay? Just because you don't feel like it's the right thing doesn't mean it is. Okay? Me, I drive freaking down the street in Chicago, or in Illinois, okay? I live in freaking Oak Brook. You know how messed up these drivers are? They don't turn on their turn signals or anything. But you know what? That's their business. I shouldn't be the one to tell them that. They have to figure it out on their own. Because sometimes it just takes that. Next time you see somebody, whether it's male, female, anything, okay? And do this of your own accord. Don't do it just because I told you to, okay? Okay. If they're dressed really nice, whether it's a beautiful dress or, nice jeans and a pretty top, go up to them. Say, hey, I know you might have probably already heard this today. I'm not trying to flirt or anything, but I think you're beautiful. Stay that way. Be yourself. And then just walk away. People might be confused at first. They might get angry. But some, I'm hoping most, will actually like it. Because you know what? Not a lot of people get that nowadays. Me, I go to the grocery store and I'm trying to tell them, not to call me something. Because I don't like being called it. And it's kind of hard to hide my, But, it takes time. One person, one stone put in place can change a lot. As long as they keep on going. It's like a domino effect. One person acts, one person blows up their bubble, and another person sees it, and that person blows up their bubble. Just because these people in legislation or, estates, law or whatever says things doesn't mean they're right. Right? You know how many times the government has gotten it wrong where we had to step in and go, hey, you're doing it wrong. No, this isn't how it's done. Like LGBTs. You think they started off with just being like, oh yeah, I'm fine, you have to deal with it? No. Alright? My mom and the generation before that had to pay, sometimes with their lives, to frickin' get this done. Okay? And we don't know that struggle. We don't know about marching and possibly dying for what we believe in. No. Because we're the easy generation, We go with the flow. But there comes a time where you have to literally put your foot down and wonder, are they actually being truthful in this, or are they just trying to put us in a little box? I don't think we should be put in a little box. If I was 16, I'd be like, yeah, it doesn't feel right. And I talk to my parents about it, and they go, all right, then we'll support you, And the kid goes through the surgery and everything. How many kids, after they've gone through the surgery, have actually said, oh, I made a mistake? How many do you think? You gotta wonder that. Because, to be totally honest, I don't think anyone's done that. Even me. My parents were like, oh, you should think about it. I'm 26, going to be 27 this year. Oh, think about it, because you might not be making the right decision. I think I know myself well enough and my body well enough to know something doesn't feel right. So I'm going to do it. I'm pushing myself to do it. And all those other people, those youths that are still with me right now through this freaking long ass video, because I rant and I rave. I'm trying to stay calm as can be. You do you. Alright? Don't conform to these people. Alright? Because at the end of the day, you know you. They don't know you. I don't know you. Okay? I'm freaking on here. I'm on your YouTube. You're on my YouTube watching this. You don't know me really. Because I don't post that a whole lot. Because to be totally honest, I don't really feel. What's it called? Most people look at a video and go, oh, it's drama and everything. I'm just going to go to that. I don't like being drama. But for this feels like something I should actually talk about. So I'm going to. So this is me talking about it. And for all those youths that are here right now, at the end of this video, that are thinking about going through the transition and can't because of the stupid government, I am sorry for them being so close-minded. I know that does not change anything. I know that can't change anything because, to be totally honest, it's us against the world. But I'm here for you. I know what it feels like. And just do you, okay? I know what it feels like to feel like no one's on your side. Trust me. I feel it every day. Every day I walk outside. You know, the only thing that's by my side is my dog. And she's the fucking best. Sorry for cursing. But she is the best. And to be honest, it's worth it. In the end, you being you is worth it. So you be you. Love everybody even if you hate them. You know? Try to be nice to everybody even though they don't understand you. Just you be you. Okay? Alright. See you guys. Until next time.